Okay, here we go. Interview number two. This morning, I'm sitting here with Gwenn Bogart from Boulder, Wyoming. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. We got a lot of snow the other day, so thank God now I'm on a sled.
Well, looking a little earlier, that wasn't quite the case.
No, we had snow all around us. But here, where in my backyard, there was nothing. And not until the day before yesterday was I able to be on a sled going out my driveway. So I'm absolutely beyond excited to have that situation finally happen.
But quite a bit of Wyoming must have had that problem because I saw Alex, earlier on posting and talking about, do a snow dance. This is the latest we have been getting any snow.
Oh yeah, yeah. But they got, boy, when she gets snow where they live, they really get snow. They went from 0 snow to like 3 feet of snow. So but they did have enough. I went up there to train on the Granite Hot Springs Road, right by where she is, and at least got 2 runs on my sled, got my sled feet back, and and then it was back on the wheeler for a couple days, and then I went in a race and got 2 good 25-mile runs in, and then I was looking to having to travel to find snow, and at that very moment it fell from the sky, so thank goodness for that.
Well, tell me a little bit about the Bighorn. I think it's called Bighorn Rush Sled Dog Challenge.
Yeah.
You and Alex were both in it. So tell us a little bit about it.
It's a really fun race. It's very, very low key. Ben, the fellow that runs it, is very accommodating. There's beautiful country, kind of reminds me of, the challenge race that's in Oregon that has just these, you go up and up and up into the trees, and you come out on top into these giant open expanses of rolling hills, but they're really big hills. And the trail is wide, and they do a good job keeping it firm. And there's a little bit of everything. There's narrow winding through the trees a little bit. There's a road that's got a long, gentle downhill, 8 miles, and then a sharp turn off that and back up again into the trees. It's a full 25 miles, and it's just a lot of fun. It really, really was fun. I was glad it didn't get canceled this year because of COVID.
But that
So,
wasn't your first time on the sled. You were able to be on Alex's trails before.
yes, yes. So, I'm being the rookie that I am. I still feel like I'm really a rookie, and will always be learning and trying to get my sled feet under me. I'm always nervous about my, first time back on the runners again every year. Maybe everybody goes through that. I don't know, but I always am questioning myself, if I'm going to be able to stay on or not. But yeah, it all worked out. It was great.
Yeah, good. So, you must have really enjoyed yourself last year with being back this year and looking at you were the sixth team to sign up. So you must have been pretty gung ho to go.
Yeah, I am. I've never had so much fun running dogs in my life. It was just so much fun. Yeah, I couldn't wait to try again.
And we all can sleep in hotel rooms instead of in the snowbank in Iditarod.
Oh man, and when I look through my Facebook feed and I see my friends that are out in the cold, out at night running, and snowflakes are bombing their eyeballs, I'm like, you know what? I don't miss that one single bit. And I'm not afraid to admit it either. I've just gotten soft.
I'll probably say
But
as myself, looking back, I'm super glad I did it. I don't want to miss a second of it. But
yeah,
I feel for me, time has moved on from that too. To sleep a night outside, maybe, but yeah, days on end, I'm not tough enough anymore.
yeah. It does give one a perspective though. I am continually grateful that I can be mushing in the daylight, sleeping in a bed, having a nice hot meal, socializing with friends in the warmth of a restaurant or something. It really is nice.
So
So
you came in 19th last year. What's your goal for this year? How many of last year's dogs are coming along? Tell us a little bit about that.
okay. Um, well, like last year, I went into the race not having any idea what in the world I was getting into, and had just gotten help from Nicole and Doug about, training techniques and whatnot. And this year, again, I don't really have an expectation. I just, really love to participate. I'll do the best I can by my dogs and be open to do the best we can do as a team. Last year, I felt that the dogs gave me more than I could ever imagine. Some of them are they're heavy muscle distance dogs with thick coats. And who would have ever thought that they would have given me their heart the way they did? They just, wow, I couldn't believe it. So that being said, I still have my core group that I had last year, but there were a couple that are aging out, and I got a couple new sort of speedier models, if you will. Gone from the Volkswagen Bug to, I don't know, maybe a Camry or something, a little faster. And that's kind of brought the whole speed of the team up, so I can put those faster dogs on the front end and they, bring along the back end. In the Bighorn race, I was able to do 25 miles in under 2 hours. And so that was a huge break for me to break through that barrier. Last year, if I did it in 2.25 hours, I was absolutely beyond ecstatic. So, it's working, I guess. We're bumbling along the best we can. And I just love it. I just love it. And the dogs do too.
So how many times a week have you usually gone out during the last couple of weeks?
Typically I train 2 days on, 1 day off. So I missed a day this week because of the snow and we had to dig out. And then Dave had gone down to Greeley, Colorado to get some beef and got stuck on Route 80, which was closed because of high wind. And so anyway, one thing and another, we just missed that day, but it's consistently 2 days on, 1 day off, unless they look like they really need more rest. And I believe that rest is really underrated. So I'm not afraid to give them an extra day here and there. And then, we seem to be rewarded with an extra good jump in fitness after that.
So looking at it today, in 3 weeks, we have the vet check. What's your plan for the next couple of weeks leading up to going to Jackson?
Well, we haven't broken into the 30s yet. We've been close, 28 miles or so. So I've got to start slipping in a few 30-mile runs. And now that we have snow, I can do that and feel good about being on the sled doing it instead of the stinking four-wheeler. And they're ready. I mean, they're doing 28 miles, really well and coming back sparky. So that's going to be my focus, is just getting that continued distance and then add some speed on there too. Just hard on my trails. We don't have nice trails like some of the nice sprint mushers have. We have 2-track sage trails. So there's sage sticking up in the middle, and I'll go in bursts where I can get speed. But anyway, that's my plan.
Good. Well, Gwen, I'm looking really forward to seeing you in 3 weeks, and David too. So safe travels, continued good training, hopefully.
Yeah.
And see you in a couple of weeks.
Good. Thanks, Sab. It's great to see you too.